Prasarita padottanasana with 2 chairs. So you spread your feet and you need to get 1 chair turned around so that you'll have a space in between your legs. Otherwise the chair is too wide. So you have to turn it 45 degrees and then take space between the chairs so that you can arrange that architecture. So you put the bolster across the 2 chairs. First I put the mat, then a bolster, and a rolled blanket under my pubic. So first we have the bolster, a block for my forearms, and a blanket. Take your socks off. And you see that I have the mat wide so I can put my feet wide. I forgot. I have the bolster, I have the block for my forearm and my forehead. And then I'm going to, and you have to decide on the space between your feet. So on the space between the chairs, I took a little bit too less of space. But you're going to widen your feet, and so obviously I needed to widen more my feet. I bent my knees, and I need to adjust more so that you really, really have pressure on the pubic bone. I found I didn't have enough space, so I took the chair a little bit forward, and then you use the same technique to shove the blanket on your under your pubic bone to create some pressure there. It's very good for endometriosis, fibroids. The feet are in line with the hips, which I need actually to take it a little bit further out. Okay, here's a third. See, it's an iterative process of getting the pressure right. And I still didn't get it very, very perfect, but it feels great. You feel like you can actually lift your feet off the floor and start flying there as you are getting that suspension. There's a lot of pressure in the lower abdomen, right where the pubic bone is. That is very good for the organic body. If you want to do it a back, low back, if you have low back pain, I'm trying all kind of variations here to get the extension. I need, I think, a little bit more space. So it's a lot of futzing around with these poses until you find just the exact weight. Yeah, here's even another. Yeah, here we go. Now it looks better. Yeah, if you have low back pain, turn the feet in. For organ issues, turn the toes slightly out. So, but just the classical is feet parallel and a lot of pressure on the pubis. So you have to put your forearm on the block and then your head on the forearm, but I found it too much pressure on my head, on my arm actually. and my shoulder were too far up towards the ceiling. But overall, it's a very relaxing pose if you get the right distances. To come out of this pose, you have to use your hands. I just sat on the bolster. That's a possibility. Just sit on the bolster if the bolster is long enough to support that exit. If you have any cramping during your period, this is something you can try. In general, though, if you want to come out of this pose and you can't just sit down there, you tiptoe your toes together and then press your hands, use your hands to lift your body up as your belly goes towards the spine. So I think I don't have anything more to say about that one. It's again for adhesions, women reproductive issues, cramping during the period, and great for low back pain. It's also very good for the brain, relaxing, if you find the right position.